everybody, my name is Flo and welcome back to another episode of Flo's World. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. As you can see, I've been doing a bit of a thing down here. First of all, this is the villager breeder that I have built last episode, which is still working very nicely, and I've been putting some of these villagers already to good use, as you could have seen probably in the opening time-lapse. Over here is where we have our automatic potato and carrot farm, which is going to be very helpful in trading with farmer villagers later on, so we can acquire a whole bunch of emeralds. Over here we have basically a patch of potatoes, and these guys are farmers. They're harvesting the potatoes, and over here in the middle we have a guy standing and he doesn't have any food. And these farmer villagers, they're kind guys, so after a while they're gonna throw food at this guy, and yeah, it's just gonna drop in this hopper because of the fence over there. So that's a pretty neat design. It's by Logical Geek Boy is where I stole this. So I've got the potatoes on this side and the carrots over here on that side. And why aren't you replanting your carrots? Plant! As you can see over here, we've already had a stack of carrots and a couple of potatoes. That's not a whole bunch of potatoes now. Come on. Farm faster? But yeah, we'll just leave this running in the background. These guys will never stop harvesting potatoes and throwing it at these guys, and same with the carrots over here. And I went through the effort of giving these guys a nice looking home with a nice blue sky and the clouds and the grass. Yeah, this is your prison for the rest of your life. Enjoy. So this is gonna be part 1 of the crops that I'm gonna trade with farmer villagers. Part 2 is going to be the other crops that you can trade with villagers, and those are pumpkins and melons. So that's what I'm gonna do right here. I'm just gonna continue this tunnel along here, and then I'm gonna dig out a nice space to place our melon and pumpkin farms, and somewhere in the middle of those farms and this over here, probably around right here, I'm going to make like 16 farmer villagers, 8 on each side, with whom we can trade a whole bunch of crops. Alright, there we go. I've prepared a bit of an area over here. Each one of these terracotta blocks will be a villager. So there's 8 on this side, 8 on that side. That's 16 in total. Yeah, of course I'm gonna decorate this as well. And over on this side, I've dug out 2 small spaces, and these are gonna be the melon and pumpkin farms. Over here, I've dug into a bit of a cave. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna close off this cave opening over here, because we are right outside of our villager breeder entrance, and this looks a bit awkward. And these guys, I really hate them. They're stealing my blocks all the time. Give it back. There. I'm considering of installing like a small data pack which have all of the endermen spawn with a block in their hands already, so that they don't pick up blocks from the terrain. That's something I might do. I could also turn off mob griefing, but then again that's kind of cheating, because as much as I hate it, I do want creepers to still blow up my stuff whenever they explode. If they don't, it just doesn't feel like Minecraft to me anymore. So yeah, but now to continue the automatic crop farms over here, yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna do right now. Shouldn't be too difficult. I've built these things before, so yeah, let's do this. Alrighty, this is all finished and it's already up and running. It's actually working pretty nicely. In the time that I was building the second thingy over there, the pumpkin farm has already provided me with about a stack of pumpkins, which is pretty good, I think. Underneath we've got a simple minecart, hopper minecart collection system going around collecting all of the pumpkins, and then it drops them off as it rides over these hoppers over here. So that's pretty cool. And over here we've got the melon. Let's see, any melons yet? Not yet. We've got to let these melon plants grow first. Probably that would be a good idea. So the next step probably is going to be decorating this partially at least, so I can get all of the villagers inside, and that I have kind of a small row of tiny prison cells going on here, so that afterwards I can also use a zombie to zombify all of these guys, using a railway system going around here, I think. And then I can cure them, and then, yeah, we'll be rich. But first, let's start doing some decorational work in here. Yeah, that's a good idea. But first, let me just quickly show you how I've been gathering all of the terracotta I've been using so far in this world, which has been quite a lot. As you can see, all of this area is completely dug out by myself. It used to be this color of terracotta, the basic color, the one that you can dye yourself. And that's why I definitely want to have some kind of a decent villager trading setup, because Mason villagers, they can sell you terracotta. That's something very interesting, especially when we have the means of gaining as much emeralds as we want to. So yeah, hopefully this is the last time I'm gonna have to gather terracotta this way. And hopefully starting somewhere soon, I can start using Mason villagers to acquire a whole bunch of terracotta. They also sell quartz, which is quite interesting. And I've been underestimating the use of these villager trading halls for a very long time. But now I think I've come to my senses, and one of the first things I do in almost every world I play in is going to be setting up some kind of a basic villager trading hall. Okay, materials have been gathered. Now for this room, I'm thinking going kind of in the same style as this, except for we're gonna use red terracotta and some of the same wood things that we've got going on here with the stairs and the stripped dark oak. So I'm thinking dark oak pillars stripped like this in between each and every of these villager holding cells. And then the walls, we can do something like that, like a nice red terracotta. I think that's gonna look pretty cool, the dark oak, the stripped dark oak and the red terracotta. And then for the ceiling, we're just gonna use the same as we've got over here. The blue terracotta on the ceiling would look nice as well, I think. For the floor, we're just going to continue the same as this one with the light gray terracotta. And then over on this side, I don't really know yet what I'm going to do. I think I might still expand the storage system over here and then put in some small glass window over here. Nothing too fancy. Yes, let me just get to work over here and then I'll show you the results. Alright, job's done, and let's have a look, shall we? I think this room is looking very cozy. It's got a very warm touch to it, which I like. We've got some indirect lighting on the back wall over here with some torches in the back here. These are gonna be all of the little holding cells for the villagers. Over here, I still need to get rid of this chest, but we have done something. I made these walls yellow because I ran out of red terracotta. I do like the yellow, but I'm wondering if it's maybe a bit too much different colors with the blue and the yellow and the red. And also the yellow and the red, it gives me a great Ronald McDonald vibe. So maybe I'm still going to change that, but also I have some extra chests over here for when we craft up these melons into whole melons, or should we ever have to free up any space in these chests over here. Put in some glass so the drops can't fall out, because that would happen occasionally. But yeah, this room is aesthetically finished. I also did a thing over here with these guys. Apparently it doesn't work on one of either sides if the villager in the center isn't like really a dead center of this block. So I had to reposition them to put these in the middle, because on that side over here, this villager couldn't reach that villager, so his inventory was completely filled up with potatoes and he wasn't picking up anything else. That's how I noticed. But now everything should be working fine, and thus also producing potatoes and carrots double the speed than they were before, which is also pretty nice. But now the tricky part, I guess, is getting these villagers in here, well, the new villagers in here, so we can assign jobs to them, which will of course be the farmer trades, each and every one of these, but I want them to have the correct trade. If not, I'm going to have to dispose of these villagers somehow, so let's see, how are we gonna do this? So first thing we're probably going to need is a bunch of minecarts, like that, that's perfect, and then let's extend this railway all the way to where I want these villagers to be. Like that, and oh yes, I'm probably gonna have to put some fences in between each of these cells. Just let me grab that. Like that, should be okay. And now we need composters. I always forget something. Right, I should have everything I need now. Let's see and push a button and see what happens. Let's throw away some of these things. Right, grab a villager, off he goes, and into his little cell he made it. Perfect. Now, of course, I forgot one more thing. Trapdoors. Alright, there. Now this guy is trapped forever. Let's get rid of these rails and the minecart. Perfect. What? What? How? No! How did he get? Dude! Yes. Alright. Now, in you go. Maybe I can break the minecart from here. Like that. Alright, now he's stuck. Perfect. Give me that. Now, if I place down a composter over here, that guy should take the job. Yeah, now he's a farmer and he's selling potatoes. And if I break the composter and place it again, now he's selling carrots. Now I would like to have the trade where he's selling both carrots and potatoes. That's actually the one I want. So let's try this a couple of times. There we go. Potatoes and carrots. Quite expensive for now. Of course, we are going to do the zombifying and healing thing, which will greatly improve our trades with these guys. So that guy is fixed. So now what I gotta do actually is do some trading with him to lock in his trades. So let me grab some carrots and potatoes. Okay, and hopefully his second trade is good. Yeah, he's selling pumpkins, which is excellent. And he's selling melons. And for the rest, I don't care about his trades because the last level will definitely be the one where he's selling golden carrots to me, which is also very important for food. But yeah, this is the ideal villager. I'm gonna leave that one here. He's basically done. Don't need to do anything with him right now. Now basically we just need to repeat the process and get all other 15 guys in here. Right, that should be fun. Alright, we've got all the villagers in place and it actually went pretty smoothly. I did have to dispose of a couple of these guys because they were selling me carrots and potatoes, but then when I upgraded them they weren't selling me pumpkins and I can't have that now, so I had to humanely get rid of them using a bucket of lava. But now all of these guys, all 16 of them, are trading me carrots, potatoes, pumpkins, and eventually also melons once I start leveling all of these guys up. But before I'm going to do any further trading, I am going to commence phase 2 of this villager trading setup. Phase 1 was the jobification, getting all of these guys the correct professions. Phase 2 will be the zombification and the curing of all of these guys to get better trades. And then phase 3 will be the tradification. so we can get a very nice and large amount of emeralds without having to worry about any of that stuff ever again. So now for the zombification process, I'm thinking, is it night? It is. So go outside and find a zombie. We got a husk. I hope they have the same effect on the villager zombification thing. Right, now let's see if we can trap that guy in here. He doesn't seem to be able to reach the guy. Right, I've removed the thingies, the composters. Maybe if I open the trap doors, he's gonna be able to reach the villagers. Now, if he can't see me, he should pathfind to the villagers. Yes, he's attacking the villagers, which is perfect. See, yeah, we already have a couple zombie villagers. That's perfect. I'm just gonna let this guy do his job, and then we'll check back on these guys in a few minutes. Right, it's been some time, and I'm hearing a whole bunch of zombie villager noises. Let's have a look. Where's the original zombie? Patient 0. Oh, there he is. Rid of that guy. Thank you very much for provided services. Now, these guys all need curing. Luckily, I do have 16 golden apples already. Unfortunately, I do not have any potions of weakness. So that's something I'm gonna have to do. I haven't brewed a single potion, I think, in this world. And for now, I think it's a good thing I decided to leave these guys in their minecarts. Yeah, that makes things a lot easier. Right, potions of weakness. I will need mushrooms and also spider eyes. That's here. Right, let's see, how do we make this? Fermented spider eyes, like that. What else do we need? I think we just need bottles. Let me just grab some glass. Right, I think I left my brewing stand over here. Perfect, let's just throw these in there. And just put the fermented spider eye there. Of course I need blaze powder. Right, that's a potion of weakness. And finally we just add some gunpowder to turn it into a splash potion, and that should be it. Okay, that's a bunch of splash potions of weakness and golden apples. That should be all that we need to start the zombification and curing process. And I tell you, building a bridge over here is definitely somewhere high on my to-do list. It's a bit annoying swimming over here every time. Right, now I think we should just do... Let me just grab some golden apples. Splash potion of weakness like that. And golden apple. And that guy is curing. Now, I think that guy is also weakened, so I can give him a golden apple as well. Apple. And now we wait. Alright. See you guys in a couple of minutes. Oh, I've got the advancement. Or a goal, rather. Zombie doctor, which one has cured? This one over here. Alright. Congratulations, sir. You're the first cured villager. And let's see these traits. Well, that's still not that great. Whoa, but I didn't really see the pumpkin trait there. Apparently all of these guys are trading me 1 pumpkin for 1 emerald. So that's a pretty sweet deal. Same for the melons. Alright, perhaps I should kind of ignore the carrots and potato trades and just go with melons and pumpkins. Because these farms are really going nicely. In fact, there's almost 10 stacks of emeralds if you see it like that. I think we could convert them again to get better prices on the potatoes and the carrots, but for now I think we're definitely settled. Hang on a minute, this guy doesn't have a pumpkin trade. That's strange. All of the other guys do. Alright, I think right now I'm gonna put back all of these guys' job stations like that. And I think we're good to start trading here. Alrighty, I think we are completely finished. I've been doing some trading for about 10 minutes and yeah, I already got myself 48 blocks of emeralds, which is fantastic, and a whole bunch of golden carrots, which is going to be my regular diet from now on. Golden carrots, one of the best foods in the game. And I gotta tell you, having these 4 crop farms, the carrots, potatoes, and then the pumpkin and the melon farm over there, together with these 16 farmer villagers, this is going to provide me emeralds for basically the rest of my life. So we're never gonna have to worry about getting emeralds again. I also did some expansion of the storage room of the carrots and the potatoes down here. And what I'm gonna do now is let this villager breeder keep on running. And wait a minute, how come these guys are planting beetroots? That's not the best food now. Looks like I'm gonna have to replace that. But anyways, I'm gonna let these guys do their thing, collect some more villagers here, and then we can start getting some of the useful traits from other kinds of villagers. And for now, I'm mainly thinking librarians for enchanted books and masons for terracotta and quartz. Super happy with the result of this entire villager setup. Yeah, this is working super nicely. And also look at my XP levels. I mean, this is not just an emerald farm, this is also an XP farm, which is pretty crazy. I've also decorated this place with some emerald blocks, just to indicate that these guys are the ones providing me with a buttload of emeralds. So yeah, I think we're about finished down here. And it's time to move on to different things. But that, my friends, is probably going to be for next episode, because I have completely run out of time for today. Unfortunately, I do hope that you enjoyed watching. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and consider subscribing to my channel if you'd like to see more. That would do me great pleasure. And I will see you next episode in Flow's World. Goodbye.